casual supporter of either club. The two teams fought out some titanic struggles in the halcyon days of the 1950s and 60s, and the rivalry hasn't stopped there, even if Melbourne's claim to be a VFL power is no longer taken too seriously. This year, the Magpies have beaten North Melbourne and Geelong, even though last week at Cardinia Park they did give the Cats some 25-point start. Melbourne, too, got off to a promising start at round one with a win over Fitzroy, but fell in a very big heap against Hawthorn last Monday. Today was Collingwood's first home match for the year, and they went to it very warm favourites, having won their last 4 games against the Demons. Tonight, we pick up the play at the 10-minute mark of the third quarter, and with me in the commentary box is former Collingwood skipper Lou Richards.
65 plays 78, a short pass. It goes for pass out wide, it'll be all right, and the mark taken here by Healy. Healy at half back. Gives a hand pass back. Hughes is up into a good tackle by Moore. What a great tackle. And Collingwood go back into attack up there towards Dixon, got a hand to it. Now it's grabbed by Dacus, turns. Goes for pass for Taylor. Taylor's got it right on the boundary. And good play on the part of Dacus. But this is a very difficult shot. Going for goal number 6, Taylor. There's no doubt about it. He's made a difference with the Collingwood forward line this year.
Certainly has.
But they're still trailing by 13 points. He's gone for a pass. Oh, it's a shocker. It's Dixon coming out now. A stubborn goal by Shaw, and it's smothered, and the ball is out of bounds. Good play by the Melbourne defence. Just on the 11-minute mark of this, the third quarter, and Collingwood trailing by 13 points.
Well, it's always wise after the event, but I would have thought Taylor would have been better off having a shot. Knocked away by Peter Moore. Sharked by Dacos. He does it well. Shrugs the tackle. White in pursuit. Dacos shoots it. Goal. It's close. It's just about there. Great shot from Dacos. Dacos is second, and Collingwood come closer to within 7 points. 11-5, 71 to 11-12, 78.
Well, I think the big question is, Peter, whether Collingwood can wear them down or not. Knocked out again. Grabbed by Dacos. He was grabbed, but shugged his opponent up beautifully. That's a magnificent left foot snap for goal from the boundary line, Peter.
Great shot by Dacos. One of the goals of the day here at Victoria Park. There have been some gems. Dacos 2, Richardson 2, and Dixon 2 for Collingwood. 71 to 78 in favour of Melbourne. A crackerjack game of football here. Richardson puts Collingwood into attack again. The Magpies once again get it out of the circle. Rains going through beautifully. Smith, has he been moved? Could he score a goal? I think he has. Goal!
By Craig from the centre man. Knocks it out beautifully to Richardson.
11-12 to 12-5. Melbourne by a point.
It's a great knockout by Craig at the centre bounce. You watch it again. Right down the throat of Richardson. Quickly plays on. The ball finally down there. Tapped on by Dacos. A great pick-up by Rains. A hand pass to Smith coming down. I think he may be playing on the forward line now.
7's big league from Victoria Park. 12 and a half minutes gone.
And the ball hits the deck. Oh, fumble that time by Moore. He's got a chance to recover. Can't get clear. Cloak comes in to help. I don't care how well Moore's played, but Cloak's played a damn good game here too. Been a very helpful player to his smaller men. Centre bounce again. And the difference only 1 point. Cloak gets a kick out there to Banks. Fumbles. He's in trouble. A hand pass comes back to Williams. Taps the ball over to Cloak. Finally, it's picked up by Johnson. Now Melbourne away into attack. He's in a bit of trouble. It's a bad kick. It comes back here now. Batterston picks it up. Drives the ball out wide. It'll be okay. It's marked by Healy. So Melbourne bouncing back all the time. Collingwood can't get closer than that point. He's well within kicking distance. He's already kicked one. He'd only be about 35 metres out.
Mullane on Wilson.
Mullane on Wilson. Took Collingwood about 2.5 hours to think that one up. There's the kick. Not coming around enough, so the difference is now 2 points as we're just over the 13 and a half minute mark of this, the third quarter. 77 plays, 79 in favour of Melbourne. And the Magpies have had the living daylight shaken out of them today. Thought this would be a cakewalk as the ball comes back out there to the half-back line. Off the top of the pack is Johnson. A hand pass back to Healy, a dangerous player. Gets around Shaw. Back it goes now to Batterson. This could be a goal. He's kicked it right across the face of goals, but through for 1 point. Now it might be out of bounds. No, it's 1 point. So it's 3 points the difference, and we're just over the 14-minute mark of the third quarter.
Well, Melbourne many more shots at goals, but they only lead by 3 points. Burgess
Long to the half-back line, trying to find Phillips, and does. Or Phillips fumbles, it's out of bounds, and we'll see a throw it in front of the Collingwood Social Club.
Yes, he hasn't played that well today either, Phillips.
Played very well last week on Jackson.
The last 2 weeks.
In front is Cloak. Beats Cordner for it. Gets past Jarrett. Barham gathers it in well. Away he goes. Melbourne player got dropped behind the play. Dacos gets around Hughes. Gets around Connolly. Onto Taylor. Taylor 15 metres out. Couldn't possibly miss. And puts it through for goal number 6.
Great play on the part of Dacos.
14-5-83. Collingwood now lead by 3 points. Melbourne 11-14-80.
Golly, that was magnificent play by Dacos. Ricky Barham, of course, sensational. And, of course, the ball Hughes couldn't grab that one. Dacos spins away, dodges another player, grab, but still had the quickness to get the ball over there to Taylor to run into an easy goal for his 6th.
Well, Collingwood just showing signs now of wearing Melbourne down.
Oh, it's a long way from over yet, Pete. They're coming back all the time, Melbourne.
3 points the difference in favour of Collingwood. 15 and a half minutes gone. Third quarter on Sevens big lead from Victoria Park. Cloak again. Gets it down to Richardson. Away they go. Collingwood getting it out of the centre. Williams up the half forward. Shaw one-handed. Dixon grabbed. Shaw again. Looks for a hand pass. He's got Dixon. Dixon on the left foot. Taylor in the goal square. Will make it goal number 7. Collingwood by 9. 16 minutes gone. 14-5 to 11-14.
I've got these body beautifuls in peak condition for the Nissan Footy Marathon sale. Come in and put them through their paces. You'll score a great deal, like $1,200 off these great Nissan vehicles. The Nissan Patrol, $1,200 off. The Gazelle hatchback, $1,200 off. And Bluebird, the sky's the limit. So come into the Nissan Footy Marathon sale. It's a great chance to score a great deal. Come on, fellas.
Westpac makes managing your money a lot easier by giving you a one-card way to bank. For faster service in our branches, 24-hour access to handy banks right across Australia, and a handy way to pay for things you need and get your extra cash as well. A convenient way to shop or bank with just one card. You choose either a Westpac MasterCard or a Westpac card, because the card is the bank and the bank is Westpac.
The family-size Hoover Elite 900 has a stainless steel wash bowl. Its competitor does not. That's why Hoover is ahead of the rest.
Tomorrow is Sunday Press Day, and in Sunday Press this week, we give junior footballers the chance to join Lethal Lee Matthews and other VFL stars at a holiday football camp. Little leaguers and juniors can compete for the much sought-after places at the camp. Details in Sunday Press tomorrow, along with all the footy news from today's games. There's the Sydney Cup from Randwick, Kim Hughes' Rocky Future, the Sydney to Melbourne Marathon, and the Photo Finish Man. The sports, the people are in Sunday Press, out tomorrow.
9 points the difference in favour of the Magpies. Cloak once again, tapped on by Collingwood, grabbed by Healy. Out wide towards Melbourne's half-forward line. There's a chance now it'll beat them all. It's out of bounds. Up there on Melbourne's half-forward line, about 75 metres around from their goal. 14-5, 89 Collingwood to Melbourne, 11-14, 80. 9 points the difference. And at one stage in this quarter, I think Melbourne led by 14 points. There's a go now for the Magpies to go into attack again. It's Abernathy breaking clear, goes for the long kick. Overrun the ball as Giles, tapped on by Dixon. He was grabbed. Goes after the ball on the boundary line. He's lost it. It's out of bounds. Out of bounds in Collingwood's half-forward line, about 50 metres around from their goal. Giles going on to... no, I don't think he is. No, I think it's still Hughes. No, Giles. Giles going on to Taylor. He's kicked 7. Fresh air shot. Richardson's grab couldn't get clear. Coming out of the pack now is Hughes. Kicked it off the side of his boot. A chance for Ricky Barham to get this one. It won't bounce right to him, I shouldn't imagine. And the ball picked up here by Withers. Gets a hand pass back, tapped on by Johnson over to Jarrett. Jarrett hooks the ball back to centre half forward. Phillips will go the punch. He does. The ball tapped out. Tapped on beautifully by Batterson over to Richards. Going after it now is Payne. The big fella couldn't pick it up. Close there with him too. Rigolo it is. Finally it snapped back. A chance now for Richards to mark this one. Ball tapped on again. Melbourne can't get clear. Out to the wide open space. No trip. The umpire says plain as Johnson goes in, and he'll ball this up about 50 metres out from the Melbourne goal. Well, that's pressure football. Melbourne trailing by 9 points. Ball up. Cloak against Melbourne as the ball hits the deck. Ricky Barr with a hand pass out to Phillips. There's no doubt about it. Ricky makes the difference when he comes on half to half time. The mark dropped by Richardson. Then another fumble. That was a bad fumble by Richardson, but he won't give up. The ball comes back again to Phillips. Takes it right around the boundary. Goes for pass to Banks, and Banks has got the mark on the centre wing position.
Banks on left centre wing. Collingwood starting to run a little bit better now. They're in front. Shaw. No one coming at him. He's gone for a pass. Tried to find Dacos. White does well. Got one on the back. Dixon goes in after him. So too does Connolly, and it will be a bounce full forward pocket for Collingwood on the old scoreboard side.
I reckon he did one on the back then, White, didn't he? Looked like it to me.
Not to the umpire, obviously. 19 minutes gone. Collingwood by 9, 89 to 80. Tony Shaw from the boundary line has a shot at goal, and it dribbles through for one behind. So that makes the difference at even 10 points now. And that's Collingwood's best lead for some time. 14-6 to 11-14.
Well, they got more down at full forward. I think we give him a rest for the last quarter.
And they need him right now. They need a few more Peter Moores. Gerard Healy into centre field, trying to find Regaldo. Payne. Well, runs straight into Phillips. That was a good tackle. Could have almost been penalised for holding the ball. Picked up by Barham. Wobbly punt kick up towards left. Ball. And a mark taken by little Tony Shaw. Right in his back row. Dixon leads out well. As I said, Collingwood looking much the better side at the moment. For Taylor.
Quite a great game, Taylor, here, just to say that's mark number 8, Pete. He's kicked 7 goals. He's hurt his knee. Oh, golly, don't tell me this fella's going to go off the ground.
Let's watch it again. A good lead. And he fell awkwardly on that left knee. He's okay.
You don't know, do you?
Well, there's a lot of him.
He came here a little bit suspect with a knee injury from Richmond, where he had a lot of trouble with that leg.
Oh, Collingwood player on his own. Banks made a beautiful lead. Yes, just looking at Taylor through the glasses, he seems quite okay. Banks from only about 20 metres out directly in front, a chance to make Collingwood's lead 16 points. You think he might have sliced that one.
Well, it might have been Taylor to that shot myself, Pete. Always.
It's spoken like a true rover. 91 plays 80, 21 minutes gone. Giles to bring the ball back into play. Peter Moore at the back. O'Sullivan fumbles. I think Moore spoiled his own man there. It is a free kick going Melbourne's way. It will be taken for the Demons by O'Sullivan at half-back left flank.
And the ball out towards the wing position. Off the top of Richards' hands. Couldn't hold the mark. He's on the boundary line. A hand pass coming back there to Cloak. Another long one going over there to Morwood. Ball tapped on. He goes down. So does Jarrett. And the ball out of bounds up towards Collingwood's half-forward line. Collingwood in front by 11 points. Just on the 22-minute mark of this third quarter. In the third quarter, Melbourne did lead by 14 points at one stage. But they've had Collingwood in trouble all day, and they're not out of the wood yet. Knocked out by Cloak. Dominated the bounces there, but it comes back, tapped on by Smith. Pushed on again by Collingwood. There's a chance here now as we see Abernathy running to an open goal. Fires a mark. Oh, he nearly got that, Taylor. Here's Williams. He can't get clear. Back it goes down there towards that forward pocket. And the ball driven away by Connolly. He put it out of bounds. Now a great mark taken there by Flower. Flower with a hand pass over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan at half back. Shoots the ball back towards the centre of the ground. Off the top of the pack again. They pile up there. Batterson's there. Can't get clear. Finally going in is Withers. He can't get out, but he won't give in. He finally gives a hand pass out. Good one. And the ball driven up there by Johnson. It could be a goal. No, it's 1 point. It's a goal. Good play on the part of Johnson. From Withers. So it's 14-7-91 Collingwood. As I said before, not out of the wood yet. 12-14, 86 Melbourne.
Yes, great goal by Alan Johnson. As we watch it in replay, you'll see young Withers get the hand pass out. Madison trying to knock it further forward, but in comes Withers. A good little gutsy player. And over to Johnson. And a long kick by the Melbourne winger results in a badly needed goal for them. 23 minutes have gone. Third quarter. Still Melbourne in with a chance. Dixon from the centre circle. Umpire says holding the man. Dixon not in possession. And it will be a Collingwood free kick. We'll look for Taylor. Connolly. Up the centre wing. These two have had a great battle all day, Flower and Abernathy. Twisting and turning, Flower trying to get clear, not easy. Jarrett fumbles. Ball socket out towards the point of the square. Abernathy again grabbed. Did he have the ball? The Collingwood supporters obviously don't think so. And it's a free kick going against Stephen Hick. It's not going to Abernathy, though. It's going to Banks.
He was hanging on and didn't have the ball that time, Stephen Hick.
Banks, a very good kick. Let's see what he can do with this one. Towering torpedo punt kick gets the distance, but not the accuracy, and it's out of bounds on the full, and so it will be a Melbourne free kick. The recipient will be Peter Giles, now having the job of trying to curb the brilliance today of Brian Taylor, who has got 21 goals so far in the season, 7, 7, and another 7 today. Giles from back pocket left. Ick in front. Comes down with the ball ultimately. Up to centre field. Cordner and Phillips. And Hatter getting a push in the back. Johnson, who kicked Melbourne's last goal, chips it up to half forward left. Healy takes the mark in front of Beers. Fidge in front and marks. Good grab. Good use of the body there by Fidge, but on a very awkward angle. And in the shadows of the Sharon stand, he has a chance to make the difference now. 1 point. If he kicks it, Melbourne will be in front. Fidge almost on the boundary line. Tries to steer it through. He has missed it. So Melbourne wasting opportunities up forward, as they did in the second term as well, and the scoreboard 14-7 to 12-15. 91 plays 87, Collingwood by 4.
And we're at the 25.5-minute mark of this, the third quarter. Waiting on Burgess to bring the ball back into play. Collingwood trailing by, in front by 4 points. Cloak goes for Moore, goes for 2. It's Cloak getting a kick, but not a very long one. Ball tapped on this time by Jarrett. He's been well on top. He's held range. He's clear now. A left foot snap at goal. This looks dangerous. It'll be a goal, I would say. Yes, a goal. A beauty by Jarrett. Melbourne in front. Melbourne in front by 2 points. As I said before, the Magpies certainly in plenty of trouble here today. 14-7-91 Collingwood to Melbourne. 13-15-93. They will not surrender. Moore couldn't get that, but Cloak made a valiant effort to try and kick it, but fumbled.
Good tackle by Richards, wasn't it?
There's Jarrett getting clear, shrugged an opponent off, a left foot snap at goal, and Melbourne back in front now by 2 points. Centre bounce. 2 points the difference in favour of the Demons. Knocked out by Moore. They all lost sight of that one. Umpires paid a free kick to Moore for one on the back of the neck. Chance for Melbourne to go deep into attack. Gone out wide, looking for a lead here. And he's got his goal number 7 now. He's fair. Gets a hand pass back. Snapped by Batterson up there towards the full forward position. Oh, there's a mark to Fidge again. A strong mark.
3 Collingwood players stood there and watched him.
Well, they just stood there flat-footed, and of course, Fidge going for the ball, took a great mark and got a chance to kick goal number 1. He's only about... Watch the Collingwood players all stand there and have a look around. Ward went in like a girl that time with one hand up. And that's the goal. That's what they 11 points in front again, Melbourne.
Fidge's first goal, 14-7 to 14-15. 91 plays 99 now at Victoria Park.
What makes Holden Astra such a top-value hatchback? Not just that it costs so little to run, it's a hatch full of civilised features. Stylish seats, a 4-speaker hi-fi sound system, and it parks like a dream. Even the steering wheel is adjustable, and there are other unexpected luxuries. Holden Astra is so easy to drive. 5-speed economy, independent suspension, remote control means you don't have to leave your seat. And see what it can carry. New Holden Astra at your Holden dealer now.
Oh, I bet he had his Wheaties today. Bet he didn't. Because a bowl of whole grain Wheaties helps give you a whole day's energy.
Nabisco. They got drive. They've got energy. They got knowledge and technology.
The team that developed oils for the space shuttle, the team that keeps this car in the race, is the mobile team that brings you Superdrop, the oil that's friction modified for 20,000 kilometers.
They're your mobile team. They're your mobile team.
If you're not watching 7 National News, you're only getting half the picture. See all the major sports events with Australia's top commentators, weekends at 6. 7 National News. We give you more than just the score.
On 7's Big League, let's go back to Victoria Park for a thrilling final term. We pick up the play now at the 5-minute mark of the last quarter. Melbourne leading by 2 points.
Who decides to play on straight away? Beers from the point of the square. He pursued Richards. He just about got him. Shrugs it well. Gets past Cordner likewise. Now they've messed it up. A chance for Williams. Caught by Cordner. Good tackle. Burgess. Can't get past Cordner. Back to David Cloak. Cloak wobbles it high towards half forward. Barham. Johnson. Dacos in front. Oh, Crabwood not in possession. Free kick. No. Goes to Barham. Away he goes. Oh, he's lost it. Moore's there with him. Barham wins out. Away he goes again. Steady from half forward. A wobbly punt kick up towards the full forward position. Dacos got one in the back. No, he didn't. Richardson goal. Or will it be a free kick? It's paid it. 3 goals. And Collingwood in front, 16-7, 103 to 14-15, 99.
And we're just on the 6-minute mark of this last quarter. And we see Ricky Barham go for a run, but Moore wouldn't give up. He lost it. He balanced well, breaks clear, boots the ball long up there towards the full forward position. A bit of fumbling going on. And, of course, Richardson very smartly put it through for his 3rd goal. I have been a bit lucky that time, Collingwood.
7's Big League from Victoria Park. Collingwood lead by 4 points.
4 points the difference. Knocked out by Moore. Comes down to Batterson. Melbourne won't give in as they go back into attack. Oh, Mark dropped that time by Withers, but he gets away. He's in a bit of trouble now. Goes for a hand pass. Back it goes now to Wilson's already kicked 6 goals. He's grabbed. A hand pass coming over now. And Payne has a running shot at goal. He's done it. Melbourne in front again. Oh, this is a beautiful game of football. 16-7, 103, Collingwood to Melbourne. 15-15, 105. And these are these two old rivals breaking clear again and putting on a tremendous show for their fans. Withers with a hand pass back. Wilson had to shrug an opponent off. He was grabbed. Gets it over there, and Payne breaking clear to kick his 2nd goal. Two points the difference. Melbourne back in front. Knocked out by Cloak. The ball tapped on again. A chance now for Melbourne to get clear. Coming out to meet it now is Abernathy. Overruns the ball. A ball back again. Abernathy goes down. Tries to tap it on. Goes to tap on again to Morwood. Morwood's in trouble. Gives it over to Neville Shaw. He fumbles the ball. Both sides making mistakes. Shaw with a hand pass back. Out it goes now to Brown. Back on the ground. A short pass to Richardson. He'll run to an open goal. Let's play. Put it through. And now the Magpies are in front. Oh, what a game it is here today. 17-7, 109. To Melbourne, 15-15, 105.
Well, Richardson, how does he get on his own? Goodness me, 4 goals, and whenever he gets the ball close to goal, you can put down your glasses. And a perfect example here, no one within 10 metres of Richardson, and the easiest goal he'll get all day, 3.5 metres between each post. 4 goals to Richardson, 3 to Dacos, 2 to Dixon. Collingwood lead by 4 points at the 8.25-minute mark of the final quarter. A ripper game here. Can Melbourne come back again? Collingwood, they've got plenty of steam up at the moment. Morwood out of the centre. Smith, Brown. Up to Taylor. He's kicked 7 so far. Dacos and White.
Free kick to Dacos.
Holding the man against White. No doubt about that at all. And Dacos will take the free kick in forward pocket left. Dacos has 3, and the goal here will put Collingwood 10 points in front.
Well, this kid's done a pretty good job on Dacos. He's kept him quiet until the second half, and now Dacos will probably finish up with 4 or 5 goals. He couldn't knock young White. He's put up a great performance against Dacos.
Dacos only about 20 metres out. Shouldn't miss. Oh, don't like that one. Only 1 point. So at the 9-minute mark, Collingwood increased their lead by that margin. Scoreboard 17-8 to 15-15. That's 110 to 105. And Melbourne come back again.
Well, they have all day, Pete. That's been the feature of their play. They've bounced back every time that Collingwood have hit the front.
Xanto to the outer side. Oh, good kick. Moore went for the knock-on, couldn't do it. Williams looks for the hand pass, gets it out the Banks. But just about a throw. Yes, that's what it is, says the umpire.
That's the second one he's had against you today, Banks.
Stevenik takes the free kick. Moore runs, but nowhere to go. Has to go wide. Lobs it high at the back. Moore hasn't had a bad game today. Gets clear of Richards. Out to Abernathy. Oh, the mark's built by Connolly. He's opposite number 22 is Tony Shaw, but he's not quick enough to get it from him. Robbie Flower tries to draw Abernathy near him. Moore, Flower, he's well shepherded. Flower on centre wing. Richards. Melbourne still running. This time it's Gerard Healy. Long in towards the forward pocket. Chance for Wilson. He's hung on to. Must get a free kick. Oh, goodness me. The Melbourne fans not happy with that one. And Brian Wilson looking to the umpire. No assistance whatsoever. Cloak and Moore had a great duel all day. Williams went through solidly. A wild hand pass comes out in the direction of Richards, who's caught. Did make an attempt to get rid of it, though, and so it will be a bounce about 30 metres from the Melbourne.
And we're just on the 11-minute mark of this quarter. 5 points the difference in favour of the Magpies, but the Demons hanging on grimly here. Been a tip-top game here. Knocked out by Cloak. He's gone for the big knock, and it'll be out of bounds on Melbourne's half-forward line, about 50 metres around from their goal. The Magpies in front by 5 points, and just over the 11-minute mark of this last quarter. Gordner and Cloak. Gordner got it down to Batterson up there towards the full forward position. Oh, now it's a mark to Wilson. He's got to believe that one. That was a crackerjack mark. He's taken 9 marks for the day and already kicked 6 goals. And he could be the match. That's a magnificent mark by Wilson.
Great job.
And considering he's only about 5'9" against these bigger guys, then it makes it even better. There's the kick. Oh, he's missed it. It deserved better than that. So it's 4 points the difference. And Melbourne have had a lot more shots for goal today than Collingwood, 15-16 to 17-8. And with a little bit of luck, would have been a lot further, well, they would have been a lot closer and possibly further in front. A short pass, not dangerous one. Oh, Richardson missed that. Hand pass, there's a goal coming up short from Shaw. Over the Withers, short pass to Hughes, and a mark taken here by Richards. I think it is, yes, Richards. He's only about 25 metres out. That was a bad kicking that time. He's only about 20 metres out, yet to score a goal, but if he kicks this one, the Demons are back in front. There's the kick on its way. Now, there's no doubt about that one. It's a goal. So Melbourne in front now at the 12.5-minute mark of this last quarter. 17-8, 110 Collingwood to Melbourne, 16-16, 112.
Well, we've seen some great games of football in the past few years, but I think today would be what best we've had to look at. And you see Hughes going for the pass and getting it over to Russell Richards. And he went back and casually booted his first goal to put Melbourne back in front. As you said, Lou, they've had more shots at goal, 16-16 to 17-8. 2 points the difference. 13 minutes gone, final quarter. Who's going to crack first? Smith, short to the point of the square. Picked up by Payne. High over the head of Fidge. Burgess in front. A little bit of a nudge out from Fidge there, but the ball beating both of those players over the boundary line. And it will be thrown in left half forward flank for Melbourne. It's Morwood with him. Players setting themselves for the throw-in. Cloak in front of Corden it will be this time. Over the top, Burgess. Down to Tony Shaw. Robes it well. Good tackle by Flower. Up the centre wing. Strong mark. No, not played to Jarrett, and rightfully so. Brown. Good hand pass out to Richardson. Ick. Collingwood defenders applying plenty of pressure. It goes to Jarrett. Jarrett up towards full forward left pocket. Richards can't break clear. Umpire says it's a Collingwood free kick, perhaps a little bit harsh. Phillips. Oh, beautiful pass from Phillips. Should be a free kick to Smith. It is, Pete. Smith relishing getting away from defence and playing ruck rover. Phillips again, moving down the ground well. How they can still run at this hour of the day in this heat amazes me. Phillips could just about kick a goal. Oh, he's done it, has he? Yes, the fullback kicks one. Oh, ripper. Phillips moving for a goal. Doesn't kick many. 18-8 to 16-16.
You're watching Seven's Big League, part of the Nissan VFL Premiership season.
Melbourne led by less than a kick at the first change. 2 points in it, 1 point at half-time, 2 points at three-quarter time, and Collingwood going on to record a win by some 10 points. Stats on the match, Melbourne on top in the kicks and marks department. They also had more free kicks than Collingwood. The Magpies had more handballs and hit-outs, and shots at goal, Melbourne 36 to Collingwood 30. Major goal kickers in the game, and not Hawthorn and Melbourne. We'll look at Taylor for Collingwood. He got 7. Another good performance by Taylor in front of goals. Dacos and Richardson each got 4 apiece. And for Melbourne, the Demons' major goal kicker was Brian Wilson. He finished up with 6 today. Great display in front of the goals. And Payne got 2 goals for Melbourne. All right, after the match, the Collingwood Rooms, well, it was predictably happy after getting the 4 points.
It was one of the hottest footy days in 50 years, and the players showed it as they trooped off Victoria Park today. Collingwood and Melbourne tend to put together torrid affairs whenever they meet, but today's 33.8-degree maximum did little to cool things. Not more than 2 points separated the teams at the first 3 changes, and coach Bobby Rose was thrilled with his Magpies fight back, as he told Peter Landy.
Yes, it's a pretty tight game, Pete. We seem to be trailing all day. We had a chance, I thought, in the third quarter to go to a reasonable break, but we missed, once we were 10 points in front, we missed 2 easy, in my opinion, easy goals. That would have given us a nice lead at 3 for time, but we just couldn't get on top of them.
I know as a coach you never expect easy games, but were you surprised by Melbourne's aggression? You couldn't shake them off, could you, all day?
No, their performance didn't surprise me, but I was disappointed with our form. I was worried Thursday night we didn't train with zest, and our fumbling and just our lack of running, and that's been one of our strengths, I thought, was very bad today.
Despite some fierce clashes with fullback Danny Hughes, Collingwood's Brian Taylor continued his consistent form. For the 3rd week in a row, he booted 7 goals.
Yeah, not today, Peter. I was pretty disappointed with today. The goals I got were given to me and I didn't really earn them, so, you know, I dropped a lot of easy marks and I did a few silly things, so I wasn't that happy with today's performance, although I got 7 goals, but they were mainly due to the players upfield.
When you say a few silly things, there seem to be a few heated exchanges between yourself and Hughes.
Yeah, well, that's all just part of the game, Peter. You know, those things happen all the time, and we sorted it out later on.
Brian Taylor and Bob Rose speaking after the match at Victoria Park. Collingwood getting the points, but it was pretty tough. More of Seven's Big League after this break.
Next up, fantastic footy flashbacks looks back to 1976 and an all-time heartstopper on Seven's Big League.
Michael Edgley International, by arrangement with Hanover International Services, is proud to announce the Melbourne season of the Torville and Dean World Tour. Jane Torville and Christopher Dean will perform their favourite works, together with brand new routines, in a limited Melbourne season. 5 shows commencing the 27th of May at the Melbourne Sports and Entertainment Centre. Bookings open Monday at the Centre and all Bass outlets, including Centrepoint.
I got a mate. I got a mate called Matt.
Real good mate I go to work with, real good mate who works real hard. Real good mate I got to rely on.
My Master V's the best investment I ever made. That 2-litre engine works real hard. 5-speed transmission will go anywhere. Power-assisted front discs will stop any time. Add Mazda comfort and reliability to all that muscle, you've got more than a ute. Got a mate. I got a mate called Mazda.
Tonight on 7, following the Big League. At 8:30, Simon and Simon have to sort out 3 gorgeous ladies who are married to the same man. Trapper John has to deal with the time and motion study at 9:30, and at 10:30, Agatha Christie's Partners in Crime.
On Sevens Big League, we check the league goal kicking now after today's round of matches. Brian Taylor getting a further 7 goals today and is joint leader with Simon Beasley. They both have 21 goals. And moving down the list, Michael Roach has 17. In footy bet, let's check that now. And it comes up like this. North Melbourne, selection 13, $11.45. Richmond, selection 11. A lot of people onto that one, $1.70. Footscray, selection 10, $11.15. And Collingwood, selection 2, $13.55. All right, it's time now for regular feature, Fantastic Footy Flashbacks. And let's go up now to Sandy Roberts.
Thank you, Peter, and welcome once again to NEC's Fantastic Footy Flashbacks. Well, the letters have been really pouring in. It's great to see, and we certainly hope that we can show you your favourite player throughout the season. This week, we've had a number of letters to see a former South Australian that really made good over here, North Melbourne champion, Malcolm Blight. And the piece of footage we're going to show you is indeed tremendous. Let's go back to 1976. Remember, mid-year, in fact, it was early June, when North Melbourne journeyed out to Princes Park to play Carlton. Time on, into the last quarter, Carlton looked home. But then, enter Malcolm Blight.
Can't make up his mind that time. He still can't make up his mind. He's just bouncing that pretty awkward as he drives the ball up towards Blight, aims and down a beautiful mark to Blight. Blight to have his shot from about 70 metres out from goal. The kick is a good one, I'd say. Chesnell into the forward zone. Blight is going for it. And Blight's taken it. And Blight would be 40 metres out, but he's on a very, very difficult angle. It's on its way. It's a banana kick. It's close. He's got it by Dawson. Dawson of North Melbourne up towards centre half forward. There's no mark in. That's Malcolm Blight once again. Malcolm Blight has got the ball at centre half forward. 28 minutes gone. The crowd's gone mad. There's the siren's gone. Now Blight will have to take his kick. Now Blight would have to kick this. Oh, he'd have to kick it 85, 90 metres. But he's going to have a kick, all right. It's not over yet. Not over yet. What drama here at Princes Park. Malcolm Blight, it's a big kick. A tremendous kick. What a champion he was, one of those players who was able to produce almost the unbelievable just when his team needed it. And didn't they need it at Princes Park that day back in 1976. Don't forget, keep your letters coming in. There are some great prizes to be won.
Throughout season 85, all letters will go into our Fantastic Footy Flashbacks barrel and be eligible to win one of 6 magnificent portable televisions from NEC. At the end of the season, all entries will go back into the barrel for the major prize draw of this outstanding 63cm stereo colour television and VHS video hi-fi from NEC, high technology colour television and video.
And speaking of Carlton and North Melbourne, there was only a kick in it today out at Princes Park. More of Sevens Big League after this break.
Carlton and North Melbourne battle it out next on Sevens Big League.
Behind every one of these buttons is a brain, an integrated circuit. And behind every one of these integrated circuits is NEC technology. Technology that is keeping you in front.
On February the 15th, Lester Ellis captured the hearts of all Australians when he won the World Junior Lightweight Championship. Aussie pride is at stake on April 26, when Lester defends his World Championship at Festival Hall. The boy from Sunshine is determined that Rod Sequinen will not take the title to the Philippines. See the Master Blaster in the fight of his life. Book now at Bass Outlets. Lester Ellis needs your support at Festival Hall.
If you've been looking at small cars lately, you're probably saying, seen one, seen them all. But there is one that's different. Nissan Pulsar Sedan. That's because Nissan Pulsar drives better.
Its unique front seats are super comfy. Plus, Pulsar has a huge boot. But best of all, Pulsar sedan is very economical. No wonder Pulsar stands out from the flock.
Come and drive this day. I never meant to hurt you or Gordon.
Well, you have. And you've humiliated Stephen. I hope you're very proud of yourself. And as for you, I wouldn't have expected any more.
Revenge is Caroline.
How can you hold so much hate for so long?
At what expense?
What are you after? You don't care about her, so what are you after? Her money? You're just a bad loser, except that some women prefer younger men. Rotten!
And for Andy, confusion and second thoughts about his wedding. Sons and daughters, drama that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Sunday at 7:30 on 7.
Well, today's game at Princes Park saw the matching up of ex-Hawk coaches John Kennedy and the man who took over the reins then at Glenferrie in David Parkin. The Blues, after being stunned in the opening round by Footscray, more than bounced back last week to annihilate St Kilda by 140 points, while North have lost their 2 games to Collingwood and Footscray, along the way, though, showing enough to indicate that they can't be taken lightly. Last year, Carlton won both encounters against the Roos by 137 points in round 1 at VFL Park, but only by 13 in the return engagement later in round 20. Our commentators at Princes Park are Jack Edwards and Peter McKenna, and we pick up the action at the start of the final quarter.
The game is poised here rather delicately. Carlton leading North Melbourne by 8 points. Carlton have the use of the breeze in this final term and would be, I would think, favoured to take the game out, but who knows? Dwyer picks up, goes to the half-forward zone, and a diving mark has been taken by Cracker.
Phil Cracker very rarely wastes the ball, but that was a poor one. But the bounce favours McDonald. Hand pass over the top. Jonas! Goal! And North Melbourne are back in business.
Well, that goal coming up the first 30 seconds of the final term on 7's big lead. Carlton 15-10-100. North Melbourne 14-14-98. Only 2 points separate these teams very early in the final term. In the third term, North Melbourne kicked 6 goals 8 to Carlton 7 goals 3. A great third term in which 14 goals were kicked. And that's when Carlton, led by 7 points at half-time, increased it to 8 at three-quarter time. And now, the bounce again in the final term, 1 minute in.
Lyle has battled valiantly against the 2 Carlton big men. Jones to Glascott, down towards half-forward. Here's Fraser Murphy. This is danger for North Melbourne. Murphy kicks wide. He's looking for McClure, who flies from behind. Kenny Hunter has been well held today by Passport. They go to the boundary line, locked together, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. In fact, both those Carlton forwards, McClure and Hunter, in my opinion, Jack, have been pretty well held.
Yes, they've had some great duels out there, though, Pete. The personal duels. You were talking about Meldrum before. He's done very well. He's Hartney in trouble for Carlton. Got a hand pass back overhead to McClure. Fraser Murphy shoots toward goal, but the umpire had already sounded the whistle for a free kick to go to North Melbourne in that back pocket position on the outer side. With the time clock ticking away toward the 2-minute mark of the final term, the ball is relayed back into the back pocket for North Melbourne, where the kick will be taken by North Melbourne's Peter Smith. Smith driving up to the wing position on the outer side where the big pack will come in.
Up they go. No mark as Bruce Reed has had a great battle against McDonald. Up towards half-forward. It's a North Melbourne mark. And this is number 58, one of the brothers playing today. This is Shane Robertson, who also has a brother, Rowan Robertson, playing also. As we see Shane Robertson kick it out wide. He's looking there for McDonald. He's outnumbered 2 against 1, and the ball is stuffed over the line out of bounds. North Melbourne looking good early in this quarter. A danger game, this one for Carlton at home. 14-14-98 North. 2 points behind the Blues. 15-10-100.
And on the centre wing, Jimmy Cracker picks up for North Melbourne. Swings it back with a hand pass. Looking for a teammate. Can't find one. Finds Ashman instead. He drives into the forward flank position. Hunter comes out for Carlton. Trapped it beautifully. Swings around on the kicking foot. Drives long into the goal square. It travels. Peter Smith's there for North and takes the mark. He hasn't got anyone to kick to.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has now. Position has been made. The ball gets delivered out of that full-back position and North comes forward.
This is Kevin Maguire. Runs around Big Baines. Oh, he's got a panic to run in. 3 bounces. Willie handball. No, that's the way to play it. Straight down the centre looking for Glendinning, who's been moved to centre forward. Here's David Dwyer and Maguire. Dwyer's got it. A hand pass into Holt. Holt, oh, nearly falling over was young Robertson. Left foot. Mark. And And it's taken for Carlton up there by Montgomery. The Carlton defence under great pressure.
Yeah, it wasn't used well by Robertson on that occasion. Didn't kick with any depth at all. He drives out now towards Jimmy Tracker behind Hartney. It's on the turf. Reid is there. So is Ashman. Reid allows Ashman, the smaller player, to pick up. He looks downfield for Johnson. Hasn't had the best of days. Oh, Law came through, took the ball with him, and now drives into the forward pocket. Up it goes toward North Melbourne players in the pocket. Jonas picks up, kicks high. It's anyone's ball. Cracker awaits the outcome of the duel, and there's Glendenning's mark.
Is this the match-winning move? Has John Kennedy made the match-winning move of moving the great centre-half back of Victorian football, Ross Glendinning, to the forward line? Because that was a cool, calm and collected mark by Glendinning. He's 15 metres out directly in front. This will put them in front by 4 points, the Northerners. He stabs, and it's a goal. 4 points in front, North Melbourne. First goal to Ross Glendinning.
On Sevens Big League, Carlton 15-10, 100. North Melbourne 15-14, 104.
Well, Jack, there's no doubt in my mind they've moved Glendinning to the forward line for one reason, that they've had the bulk of the play during this game. They haven't been able to convert from the number of times it's been on the forward line. Glendinning's played all right at centre-half back, but once again, the great champion centre-half back has been moved to the forward line to see if he can win it off his own boot.
Centre bounce, but not forgetting it leaves a big hole in defence for North Melbourne, which is very inexperienced. Ashman kicks the ball down to that inexperienced defence now. The Carlton forwards trying to get moving. Free kick going Carlton's way. Yes, holding the ball, holding the man, I should have said. Jones tried to play on with it for Carlton, but Fraser Murphy has been awarded the free kick and must take the kick at the centre-half forward position. So will the inexperience now of the North Melbourne defenders be against them? We know the experience has gone to the forward zone, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Fraser Murphy with the ball at half forward. Can he get the length, Peter McKenna?
Well, he's with the breeze, Jack. He'll have to kick a torpedo to make it. Oh, no, he's got onto a drop punt. It's floating. That is a beautiful kick, Fraser Murphy, and the Blues hit the front now by 2 points. The little rover, Fraser Murphy, has kicked his second goal. Scoreboard, let's see it. Carlton, 16 goals, 10, 106, leading North Melbourne 15-14, 104.
Well, we're seeing a seesawing game. No doubts about that. Only 6 points between the teams at quarter time when North Melbourne led. 7 points between the teams at half time when Carlton led. 8 points at three-quarter time when Carlton led. North got to the front in this term. Now the centre bounce. Carlton are back in front. The time clock 6 minutes into the final term. Can North get back in front, or will Carlton go away? Glasgow kicks out wide to the wing position where Meldrum has a chance. Can't take the mark. Meldrum and his lookalike, Rhys Jones, do battle for Carlton. Who will they get it out? Yes, here comes Meldrum. Meldrum now being tackled and forced out of position by Larkin. Could have been a free kick for Larkin, and it was.
That was, he is a ripper player, this
well
guy.
done.
That was really intelligent by Larkin as he kicks it long towards it. Phil Cracker flies, but there should have been a big man there to fly against Wal Jones. Phil Cracker badly out. Size there as the kick was a hurry kick. It's marked by Dwyer. A hand pass there to Robertson. Robertson, this is Rowan Robertson, fires Glendinning.
Yes! Right in the goal square. Glendinning has taken the mark within 5 metres of goal. He's in the goal square. And the crowd at Carlton, my word, well, they've gone quite a bit.
Look, let's face it, the sign of a champion to be moved from centre-half back, and he's lifting North Melbourne up forward. This will be his second goal, and they'll hit the front here by 4 points if he kicks this one, and he's right in front. He kicks. It's a goal. He puts it up on the grandstand roof, and North Melbourne fights back again. 16-14, 110. Leading Carlton 16-10, 106. What a game.
Bathurst. When the big day's over, the task for most is to build a better race car. But for one company, the goal has always been a better road car. Introducing the new Nissan Bluebird Series 3. This is the best Bluebird ever. Its lines are timeless. Its spacious interior, lavishly appointed and more luxurious than ever. Now new Bluebird has an engine unique to its class. A dual-fire engine with not one, but 2 plugs per cylinder. It's quieter, smoother, yet delivers more power, more economy than any conventional 2-litre car in its class. The new dual-fire Nissan Bluebird. Surefire comfort, dual-fire performance to make you the winner.
Oh, I bet she had her Wheaties today. So did she. No, she didn't. Because a bowl of whole grain Wheaties helps give you a whole day's energy.
Nabisco. Here's Lyle against Wow Jones. Wow's been winning the hit-outs today, but Lyle has stuck manfully to his job. Here come the Blues. No, Austin couldn't get through the pack, and the umpire sensibly will come in and bounce the ball. Gee, Jack, I wouldn't know who was going to win this one at this stage. We're at the 8-minute mark of the final quarter.
8 minutes gone, the final term. The ball right in the middle of Princes Park Oval. North Melbourne leading by 4 points over the home team, Carlton. Rhys Jones, the very pricey import, picks up in the centre. He breaks the tackle, and he's run too far. He's run too far. Oh, did you see that? You'll get your... Don't reverse this decision, though. The North Melbourne players shouldn't reverse this decision. They'll be very foolish to do that.
I don't think he will.
See Rhys Jones let one go then. Anyhow, North Melbourne now, no, not allowed to play on.
Gee, they want a goal here, North.
Yes, well, they're still in the centre of the Princes Park Oval, so a long way from getting a goal.
Well, Lyle should kick this as far as he can down towards Glendinning, and they're all saying that, the North guys. Jimmy Cracker and they say kick long.
Well, he's done that. He's done as far as he could go. Glendinning in the pack. The ball hits the turf, taken by Ashton. The ball smothered, picked up by Glendinning. Hand pass back out of the pack. A chance for McDonald. He's lost it. He can't pick up cleanly. It comes out of the pack again. Some pace in there. Johnson winning quickly. The ball on the turf. Smith goes in for North. It's on the turf again. Desperate football here at Princes Park. And the umpire is forced to bounce at half forward.
Oh, boy, is this on for young and old. There is no doubt John Kennedy has got this young North Melbourne side tremendously desperate. Carlton also, they're fighting their hearts out too. What a contest we're seeing as we see McDonald doing the ruck work. Taken away by Ashman, out wide, Blackwell. There's the Schimmelbusch coming in after him. He's got him, throws the ball away, and good umpiring to let that one go over the line and out of bounds. But the pressure is reeling on at the 10-minute mark of this final quarter.
Yes, ticking
4
away.
points the difference, North Melbourne in front.
And the boundary throw-in with Lyle opposing Jones. The ball comes to Ashman, who puts it toward the half-forward flank, deep on the outer side. Taken by Murphy, and he plays on. Here goes Fraser Murphy from the forward pocket. He looks for McClure, and McClure takes the mark. In front of Smith, too experienced, too strong. So a chance for Carlton to go back in front. Carlton 16-10, 106. North Melbourne are 6 points behind that total. I'll try again. North Melbourne are 4 points in front of Carlton, and McClure can change that. 1-1-0 playing 106. Can McClure kick a goal? Can Carlton go back in front on 7's big league? All the action from Princes Park. Yes, it's true. So the Blues back in front. Pete, it's been a great game.
Tremendous game, Jack. The scoreboard now showing Carlton on 17-10. 112 to North Melbourne, 16-14, 110. Mark McClure. In fact, I feel as though he's been well held on the day by Peter Smith, but he's still kicked 3 goals. There are 20,404 people here at Princes Park seeing a magnificent game of Australian rules football. Can the young North Melbourne side fight back? We've been going 11 minutes into this final quarter as we see Lyle against Big Wow Jones. Lyle gets it to the ground. Here's a chance for the speedsters. Knocked away over to Larkin, who's... Oh, Larkin caught high. Play on, said the umpire. Harms running towards half-forward, Wayne Harms. He's going to fire the goal. From half-forward flank, he fires, and he is offline and through for one behind.
Well, good piece of work by Harms, bringing the ball right around from the wing position to the half-forward flank, but off-target with the shot. Carlton leading North Melbourne by 3 points. Big Jones up there was McConville. The ball with Johnson. He's wrong-footed. Gets the ball in towards McClure. Smith can't take the mark. It's a chance for McClure. Into the open goal. He travels. Smith. Oh, beautifully picked up. Took it away from McClure, but it's close to kicking out on the full. Yes, he has.
Gee, what a pickup that was by Peter Smith. Tremendous skills, but the danger is still there because David Rhys-Jones has the ball right on the boundary line. It's a difficult shot. He looks like the way he's holding it, he's going for a torpedo punt, or is that the way he holds it for a drop punt? Let's see, he's going the drop punt. He kicks. That is a magnificent looking kick. It's a goal.
Well, great piece of work by Smith, but then bringing himself undone, kicking the ball out on the full, giving Rhys-Jones the free kick. and he's kicked a rather miraculous goal right from the boundary line and a long way out from goal. So Carlton 18-11, 1-1-9. North Melbourne 16-14, 1-1-0 on Sevens Big League. It's Carlton by 9 points.
Back to the centre of the ground. Mark Lyle has rucked all day in a great display of stamina. Well, Jones also battling his heart out. Can North Melbourne get back? There's Jimmy Cracker, taken away by Blackwell. He's slung as he kicks it, looking for Hunter. Hunter nearly took a great mark. Here's Peter Smith again. He can't pick that one up. It's kicked up the ground there by Passmore, out towards the boundary line. Rhys Jones is there, and the ball's still in play, is it? Now it's over the... Oh! He was laying over the ball. Umpire said holding the man. But there's Meldrum coming away with... Oh, dispossessed of the ball. Beautifully done. Now, will that be holding the ball? Oh, gee, they've had a tough go there, North Melbourne.
Well, the umpire's paid Meldrum the free kick, and he goes into the forward pocket looking for McClure, and McClure takes the mark right on the boundary line. Now, he's closer to goal than where Rhys Jones kicked that goal previously, so it's Mark McClure to take this shot and try and increase Carlton's lead over North Melbourne. Carlton leading North Melbourne by 9 points. They've only been playing 13.5 minutes of the final quarter, and it's a chance for McClure to put Carlton 15 points in front. McClure.
Banana kick.
Looks good. Oh, only one behind. So it's Carlton leading North Melbourne by 10 points on Sevens Big League.
1 point there to McClure. He went for the banana kick just off line. Looked good in flight. Peter Smith on screen. A young North Melbourne side just lacking that little bit of experience as, well, they might fight back there. There's Baynes flying. Over the back is Maguire, tries to crash his way through. Here's their chances. Fury gets it over to David Dwyer. He should knock the... Oh, held when he didn't have the ball, umpire. No, said the umpire. Maguire crashes his way through. He's not sure what to do with this one. Hand pass over the top to Robertson. He picks it up and he kicks it long. That Robertson was Shane Robertson. Down towards the forward line. McDonald. Cracker. Phil Cracker. Back to McDonald. He fires, and I think he's put it through. He has, a North Melbourne comeback. 4 goals to Donald McDonald.
Yes, well played. The Cracker and McDonald combining very well out there on the half-forward flank. For a moment, I thought they may have lost possession, but Carlton now lead North by only 4 points on Sevens Big League.
And by gee, Jack, they're a better side with Glendinning on the forward line. There's no doubt about that. Just his presence up there, contesting for the ball when it's kicked high. His big chest goes out. 4 goals to McDonald. Oh, boy, has he lifted his game since half-time.
Right, there's plenty of time left. Another centre bounce. 15 minutes into the final term. Carlton leading North by 4 points. Ashman about to take it. He was swamped. Here comes was a chance for Dwyer to get through the pack. Couldn't do so.
Oh,
the whistle
rubbish.
sounds.
Absolute
rubbish. Agree with that.
Absolute rubbish. You see one every 6 months, and they play kicking in danger at a vital time like this.
Right, Ashman with the ball for Carlton. Going into the half-forward zone. McClure the chance to take the mark. Can't hold it. Peter Smith there for North Melbourne, being pressed by Austin. Oh, Smith going the long way around. Passmore in trouble. Oh, got leg. Now he goes for a short pass. He's out of bounds, I think. Oh, close. No, Law took it inside.
Johnny Law hurt his shoulder in the first quarter. Courageously has played on. Here's a chance for the high flyers. Nearly a North mark. Grabbed by Robertson. Rowan Robertson. Oh, Phil Cracker nearly took it. He goes in after it. Still got it, Phil Cracker. Have a look at the skills of this bloke. In they go. A chance. McDonald, left foot. Fires. North Melbourne hit the front. 5 goals to Donald McDonald. What a game.
Well, you're on Sevens Big League. Carlton 18-12, 120. North Melbourne 18-14, 122. Who will take this game out? Well, we'll tell you soon.
Oh, no, she's doing the banking.
How clever it must seem to have accounts all over the place. You rush around for high interest, pay the bills in a panic. If only you could find someone who'd do all this. Give you a check account free of activity charges and pay your bills automatically. Plus, give you a MasterCard or Westpac card to shop with in supermarkets and in service stations. It's called Advantage Saver Plus, and it's only from Westpac, the bank.
Been doing the banking, Mum.
The Hoover Elite 900 has a wool cycle fully approved by the Australian Wool Corporation. That's why Hoover is ahead of the rest.
From the land where music plays underwater. where bus stops talk to you, where robots serve in restaurants, and where there's a new range of cars with four-wheel drive to give them twice the grip of a normal car. The faster, roomier, more luxurious new Subaru four-wheel drives from the land where tomorrow has already arrived.
As you can see, this iron plant stand was made by a professional bank clerk, and his AEG power tools, of course. AEG, professional tools now at handyman prices.
And about 16 and a half minutes into the final term. Jones beaten for the tap. Comes to Jimmy Cracker. North Melbourne going forward down towards Glendenning and Montgomery. Neither take it. It's still in there. Glendenning forces it through. Or was it through for a behind? It is. I thought it may have been out of bounds. North Melbourne one more point in front of Carlton. 18-15, 123, Carlton 120. And Hartley takes the kick in from the full-back position. Hartley plays on. I'll give chase, son. McDonald doesn't give chase. The ball delivered down to the half-forward zone for Carlton. Big Baines is caught. Hand passes the ball away. A chance for Law. Law picks up, drives back over the head of Reid. And a chance for North Melbourne. And the mark taken by Peter Jonas.
Jonas hooks it back high. Here's a chance for Donald McDonald. Oh, what a mark. A great mark. He's got Jimmy Cracker. He gives it to him. Jimmy Cracker fires, hooks it across the goal, and a lovely mark is taken there by Wayne Harms in defence, and he gives it to Tommy Alvin.
Yes, he goes short to Alvin. Alvin takes the ball. Only 25 metres away from North's goal, 17 and a half.
Bruce Reid's in the hand of the trainers. I don't think he'll be continuing. Jack behind the play. He looks sick.
North Melbourne leading Carlton by 3 points. It kicked toward Reid, and there he is to take the ball.
He's come out of the hands of the trainers and said, thank you very much, I'm all right.
Well, he kicks the ball now to the half-forward zone. Over to Ashman. No, the sun got in the eyes of the players there. Well picked up. North Melbourne trying to get forward. And through Robertson, the ball is delivered toward Jimmy Cracker, is it? It's at the turf now. A chance for Fraser Murphy. Could have been a free kick to Murphy. A bad tackle there by Ross Smith. Had no need to do it. So he's given away a vital free kick to Carlton. And from this, Murphy can put Carlton into attack. It's North Melbourne, 3 points in front of Carlton. 18 and a half minutes into the final term. Murphy about to drive Carlton forward.
You couldn't see a better game of football anywhere as Baines goes up. And it's a free kick to North Melbourne. Holding the man behind the play. And who is it? Johnny Holt. No, or is it? No, he's got to come back over the mark. John Holt, he is a great kick normally on that left foot. He goes for the long one. It's a 60-metre one. Harms sets himself. And what a mark that was by Wayne Harms under pressure.
Yes, Jimmy Cracker, I think, will through it. No matter which one it was, waiting for the ball at the pack, but it didn't eventuate. Harms drives down toward the flank. They fly high at the back of the pack, the boys. Holt coming through. Got caught, but got a hand pass away. A chance for North Melbourne now. It's a chance for Smith. He gets it out. North Melbourne coming forward through Schimmelbusch. He's still got a chance. Still got a chance to regain it. Can't do so. North Melbourne, no, they cannot pick it up. They get a touch of the fumbles. They've all got the fumbles. Glaskett gets it out to Jones, but the umpire said a free kick going Carlton's way by the look of it.
Yes, Carlton players doing the block, claiming that he penalised the side there because they had the run of the ball.
Well, that may be so too, but they can't go crook. Glaskett's got the ball at half-back. That's still North Melbourne in front of Carlton by 3 points, approaching the 20-minute mark of the final term. It's picked up by Schimmelbusch, driven high towards Dwyer. He can't take it, it's on the turf. No chance, no time to fall over. Robertson kicks now up to Jones, and he takes the mark at half-back for Carlton.
I'll go as far as to say if North score the next goal, they'll probably win the game. Can they do it? There's Baines flying.
In the back.
Pushed in the back. Umpire missed it. Here's Curly Austin. Short pass, looking out wide for Kenny Hunter. He's got the ball. He swings on the left foot. He goes for the short one to Meldrum. Oh, Paul Meldrum's got it. Runs around. Caught. Holding the ball. No, said the umpire. Back to Johnston. He loses it. Ducks ahead. Caught holding the ball. Yes. Great tackle, John Law.
Well, the ball going out now to Larkin. Larkin on the half-back flank area. The umpire's penalised North there. The ball had been delivered to Larkin, and the umpire called it back and makes Law take another kick at the half-back
that's
position.
Wrong. That is wrong because...
We'll ask the umpires tomorrow on World of Sport.
They had the loose man. He could have run 50 metres as we see Johnny Law, a gutsy effort by John Law. He's looking out wide. Bruce Reid flies. No mark. Players going hard after the football. McDonald, a great effort. It's out wide. Here's a chance for North Melbourne. Oh, was that holding the man? I think it was. No. Play on, said the umpire. Phil Cracker against Harms. What a duel. Phil Cracker goes in after it. Look at the skills of Cracker. Have a look at that for football. Over to McDonald. Glendinning, the danger man. Up he goes. Jimmy Cracker waiting behind. North Melbourne, absolutely magnificent.
The ball went out of bounds, and it comes back into play. It would have been a good
Jimmy
night.
would have been clear.
He would have been up and running, and wasn't a play within Cooey. 21 minutes gone. The final term on Sevens big league from Princes Park. North Melbourne 3 points in front in a rib-tickling game. Picked up by Harm. Shot out to Reid. Reid gets it high down the flank. It's going close to the boundary line where Shivelbush competes. Can't take the mark, and a boundary throw-in will take place on the centre wing position out of side.
Well, what more could you ask? On centre wing, 22 minutes gone, and the difference is 3 points. What a game.
What a game it is as Larkin and Jones do battle in the ruck. Tapped out by Jones. It comes down to Murphy. Murphy showing pace. The roar of the Carlton crowd spurs him on, and Murphy goes goalward in towards Hunter, and Hunter takes the mark. Hunter takes the mark. There's one thing about Smith down there. He doesn't seem to be able to spoil anyone taking a mark.
He's got a punch. He must get in a position to punch. But the advantage was the pace of Fraser Murphy at a vital stage of the game. Can Kenny Hunter convert? This game is nowhere near over yet, because this will only put him 3 points in front, Carlton, if he kicks this one.
Good time to get in front, though, for Carlton if he can. Hunter goes goalward. Yes, he's kicked it. So on Sevens big league, Carlton go 3 points in front of North Melbourne.
Scoreboard here at Princes Park. Carlton 19 goals 12, 126 to North Melbourne. 18 goals 15, 123. 3 points the difference at the 23-minute mark of the last quarter. There is time for North Melbourne. They won't give up without a fight, this young side. It's been a fantastic game here at Princes Park. Glendinning has gone to full forward. He's kicked 2 goals in this quarter. Let's see what Lyle can do here against Wow Jones.
23 minutes gone, the final term. Carlton in front by 3 points. Reid thumps it back to Johnston. Johnson goes into the half-forward zone looking for Hunter again. I think the sun in the eyes of the players, but back in the centre of the ground is a free kick against North Melbourne, evidently, and it will be played downfield. No time for giving away stupid free kicks. That gives Hunter possession of the ball, and Meldrum makes the short. Hunter kicks wide and finds the player in Meldrum that I mentioned.
Shocking defence there. Dreadful defence. That was absolutely telegraphed, that by Meldrum. He was standing on his own for about 30 seconds, and they let him go.
Yes, poor defence by the young North Melbourne players. Meldrum going toward goal. It looks good off the boot. It's close. It's through for one behind only. But Carlton now 4 points in front of North Melbourne. 127 playing, 123. The time clock ticking around at the 24-minute mark of the final term. And the kick over the head of Larkin from the full-back position. Larkin overruns it, tries to find some pace and does so eventually. Kicks in toward the centre of the ground. No time to be looking around. Smith didn't take the mark. Took his eye off the ball. Play on's a call. It comes into the half-forward zone. Picked up by Rhys Jones. He'll go from there. Jones puts it on its way. It's through. So North Melbourne may have run their race now. As Jones puts that one through on Sevens big league, Carlton lead by 10 points over North Melbourne.
Yes, what a difference a drop mark makes. Young Smith, who's been a pretty good player during the day, he took his eyes off that ball in the centre of the ground. He should have marked it. There is no doubt about that. And the 2 Carlton players just sitting there waiting for it. Down it went to Rhys Jones, and that's made a big difference to this game. As we see, they won't give up though, North. They'll fight it out as we see young Robertson. That's Rowan Robertson down towards Phil Cracker. He waits for it. He's got it. Here they come. Phil Cracker, look at that handball. Over to McDonald, goal number 6 coming up. Oh, don't tell me he's missed. No, he hasn't. He's kicked it. They're back in business.
Right, North are back in business, but the time clock's running around toward the 25-minute mark on Sevens big league. 4 points separate the teams at Princes Park, and the home team leading 20-13, playing 19-15. Carlton in front as we await the ball to come back to the centre.
Well, Jack, I thought by the goal umpire's reaction, I thought he just sneaked it in. I thought the goal umpire was going to put up his hand, but McDonald was confident. The skills of Phil Cracker showing out there. Scoreboard 2013, 133 Carlton. North Melbourne 1915, 129. 4 points the difference.
North Melbourne must go forward from this centre bounce. Can they? No. Ashman takes it away for Carlton. Fraser Murphy breaks away. Has a shot toward goal. It's going close. It's going through. It's another goal to Carlton. So Fraser Murphy kicks his third goal, and what a great game you've witnessed on Sevens Big League. Carlton 10 points in front of North Melbourne as the 26-minute mark of the final term comes up.
Every lane's a fast lane. Everyone's in gear. Los Angeles, I can't explain. Just know I'm staying here. It's a city of angels, a city of sun, a city of stars, and maybe she'll be one. And I'm staying for the show. LA, I'll never go. But the beer for my taste comes from another place.
Australia's great international beer is starring in the world's great cities every day.
It's a city of stars, pretty girls and fancy cars, and the energy goes on all night. Foster's Lager, it's got the flavor. They're taking it all around the world.
We've seen a whole lot of champions in Australia on NEC, Australia's champion colour TV. Seen them run, swim and fall, seen them hit and do it all. NEC, our champion colour TV.
NEC have always been champs in picture quality. Now, have a look at these great new stereo models. Or better still, have a listen to the NEC difference at your NEC retailer.
See them try, see them fall, see it best of all. NEC, our champion colour TV. Ford Care is caring for you, Ford caring for you about you too.
Automatic transmission service, $35. Front wheel alignment, $18. Front wheel balance, $15. Engine tune, $46.
Ford Care is caring for you, Ford caring for you about you too.
Automatic transmission service, front wheel alignment, wheel balance, engine tune. Book in now at your Ford dealer. Offer closes April 30.
An exciting new game starts Monday in the Sun.
It's the Sun Great Footy Match Game.
On Monday, you get a card like this in the Sun.
With your lucky 6 VFL symbols.
Daily, starting Monday, the Sun will publish a different combination of 6 symbols.
If they match those on your card, win $1,000 instantly.
Match any 3 in a row and win $10.
The Sun Great Footy Match. Don't miss out. Get your card in Monday's Sun.
139, plays 129. It doesn't matter which way this game goes. It's been a sensational game here at Princes Park.
You try and tell that to John Kennedy.
Well, I won't. But it's been a great performance by North Melbourne and Carlton too. But North, John Law was injured early. Keith Gregg went off the ground. Schimmelbusch went off the long periods. They've fought it right out the young North Melbourne side. Carlton also lost Jimmy Buckley early. We see Meldrum over to Blackwell. Here come the Blues. Wayne Blackwell centres the ball intelligently. McClure, up he goes. Punched away by Smith. Johnson fires. It floats. It's a goal. And I think that's the end of the penny sections for North.
On Sevens Big League, Carlton through Wayne Johnson get their 22nd goal. And Carlton 22 goals, 13, 145. North Melbourne 19, 15, 129.
Well, Wayne Johnson's been a very quiet player today. I think you'd agree, Jack. But he's kicked 2 goals, but that was a team lifter. They weren't out of trouble when he kicked that goal. North were fighting desperately, but this has been a game where the bounce of the ball has made a tremendous difference. Just a little bit of luck here and there. There's Big Wow. Carlton getting on top now. Ashman, left foot, looking for Hunter. Passmore's done a great job on Hunter down there today. Hunter loses the run of it. There goes Passmore. Look at the young player. And he went very hard after football, and he gets a free kick.
Well, an A for that one for Passmore. Did everything wrong originally, then gained possession, took it away from Hunter, and then was rewarded by with a free kick for his effort. He drives up toward the centre wing where the ball is forced to turf. There is a chance out there. And was it Hartley or Meldrum? Got the ball moving. Picked up by Tracker. North trying to come forward. Too slow. Eventually the kick was made by Larkin to the half-forward zone. And no mark to be paid on that occasion. Taken away by Reid. Good decision on that occasion. One of the few times I've had the opportunity to say that. Good decision at the half-forward zone. So North Melbourne in attack on the half-forward zone, but they're trailing. North 129, Carlton 145. Carlton have gained a good grip on this game for 5 minutes. And going through there was Jimmy Cracker, and the free kick will be awarded to that player. He and John. Oh, let's see that one get whipped in.
And in comes Phil, a bit of brotherly love there. Down goes Phil. And let's see what happens there. Nothing. Oh, that is. Don't tell me they're going to take the ball off Jimmy Cracker.
Well, it looks like they may.
Well, I reckon that's shocking umpiring. That is just dreadful.
Bit rough and tumble.
A bit of pushing and shoving, Jack. You don't take the ball off a player because it's a bit of pushing and shoving.
Well, at Princes Park, all things are happening here. Not much football action, of course. Just a little bit of other action at the back of the pack. I think there's more than pushing and shoving in that little episode. In there is Holt and Rhys Jones tangling once again. Glendinning comes in to try and separate the contestants. It's mainly pushing and shoving, though, as Peter McKenna said.
Well, look, if a player has his head nearly ripped off, surely he must take the kick. Phil Cracker's come in. It's his own brother out there. A bit of pushing and shoving, a bit of holding. The umpire takes it off him.
Well, he's given it to Wayne Johnson. Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that, umpire. But I see it now, so I have to believe it.
And a 15 metres to boot. Well, that's a good way to ruin a game.
Well, the ball will come back to Johnson, who's up in the centre of the Princes Park Oval. Johnson, with this free kick and 15-metre penalty, can now drive Carlton into attack. He'll drive it down towards Baines. So over the head of Baines, he drives further. He looks from McClure, who's up high. And the mark, not paid, called play on. It comes out of the pack towards Tony Fury. He takes the mark on half-forward. Hand passes with a long hand pass to Jonas. Jonas goes for a short pass into the half-forward zone, where the mark has been taken down on that half-forward line by North Melbourne's McDonald. Hand pass comes back to Ross Smith. He kicks long into toward Glendinning. Glendinning stands his ground, doesn't take the mark, but kicks the goal anyhow and puts it through for North Melbourne's 20th goal. He kicks his third goal, Ross Glendinning, in the final term since moved to full forward. Carlton 22-13, 145. North Melbourne 20-15, 135. And the time clock is in excess of 30 minutes now into the final quarter.
Well, I'd go as far as to say this is one of the best games of football I have ever seen. It has been magnificent. It's been goal for goal. There has been tough play. There's been skills. There's been a bit of everything in this game. And, well, it's a shame that there has to be a loser, Jack, because North Melbourne, the young side, has been magnificent. Carlton, under pressure, has fought back well. Full marks to both sides. And that's why I hate to see a legitimate free kick going against a guy like Jimmy Cracker earlier. There he goes again. He's fighting it out. Phil Cracker. He's marked. A handball. Here's goal number 7. No, it's not. It's a handball to Glendinning. Goal number 4 to Ross Glendinning. And Jack, they're back in it.
Yes, but I don't think he'll have any time, Peter, because the time clock's 31 minutes into the final term. Only 4 points between the teams. Carlton leading North Melbourne by that slender margin on Sevens Big League.
What can you say? This is a sensational game of football. What a great effort by the Cracker boys there. They have played well all day. Jimmy Cracker has lifted them round the packs. His reading of the ball off the packs is unbelievable. And they are not giving up. I thought Carlton were home and hosed.
At the centre bounce, we'll never find a more crucial bounce than this one. The ball goes down on Princes Park Oval and gets tapped out. North come forward ever so slightly. Into the centre of the ground they go. Dwyer puts it up into the half-forward zone over the head of Glendinning. With a chance for Cracker. Well tackled out to Glendinning it goes. He looked for the free kick. The umpire didn't pay it. Took it out of the hands of the North Melbourne players. They go in, head down. Robertson picks up for North Melbourne, kicks high. In goes now, little Cracker goes flying for the mark, can't take it, and the mark has been taken in defence by Wayne Harms. Well, the steadying mark of Harms in this last crucial, possibly 30 seconds, I don't know, there's not much time left. Harms going out wide, he looks for a teammate, can't find one, and tipping in is Jonas. Now it'll take a very good kick to score from there. A long way out is Peter Jonas. He puts it up high. Glendinning can't get to it. It's on the turf. No rovers for North Melbourne. Picked up by Hartney. Hartney kicks around the flank, and Blackwell takes the mark. Could have played on, but doesn't wish to do so.
Jonas went the torpedo again. He should have set it up with the drop punt to his forwards. He shouldn't have gone for the goal. He should have tried to set it up. Glendinning's down there, but nevertheless, here we come through Blackwell. Down towards half-forward. What a game. No mark. Passmore. Over to Law. Will the siren run out? Will time run out? Up they go. Nearly a mark down there to Holt. Taken away by Johnston. Here's Fury. He should kick long. He looks for Glendinning. No. Dwyer. David Dwyer is marked.
He's a long way out from goal.
I think too far out, I think, Jack.
He's a long way out. He's going through it very quickly. Puts the ball to boot. He kicks the top. He's put it through. He's put it through. David Dwyer kicks that goal. North Melbourne in front. I can't believe it. Dwyer kicks his second goal. North Melbourne leading Carlton by 2 points. The time clock, 33 and a half minutes into the final term. How much time do we have on Sevens Big League?
Well, this is the best game. I'll say it's the best game of football I have ever seen in watching league football. A sensational game. 2 points the difference. The time clock at the moment, 34 minutes. Siren!
North Melbourne have taken the game out. North Melbourne have taken the game out against Carlton. North Melbourne 22-15, 147. Carlton 22-13, 145. And I just don't believe it.
You're watching Sevens Big League, part of the Nissan VFL Premiership season.
Now, and I suppose a few Carlton players and supporters, Jack, couldn't believe it either. North Melbourne led by 6 at quarter time, Carlton by 7 and 8 at half-time and 3/4 time respectively, and North Melbourne stealing the match by 2 points. So congratulations to all at Arden Street. A great effort. John Kennedy finally cracking it for his first win at North Melbourne. Goal kickers from the match at Princes Park this afternoon. Let's check first of all the North Melbourne total, which is coming up now. It's not coming up now. OK, we'll take a break. Back with more of Sevens Big League in just a moment.
Scott Palmer takes a close look at today's round, next on Sevens Big League.
All it takes to install the medium-sized Hoover Premier is a few minutes of your time instead of serviceman. That's why Hoover is ahead of the rest.
Some cars often have trouble getting started. And can often take some time to get going. And often waste a lot of fuel. And often can't get their power to the ground quickly. But new Holden Camira, with its new larger engine and Bosch electronic fuel injection, gets 30% more power to the road without compromising fuel economy. New Holden Camira. For once, you don't have to compromise on anything.
Tomorrow is Sunday Press Day, and in Sunday Press this week, we give junior footballers the chance to join Lethal Lee Matthews and other VFL stars at a holiday football camp. Little leaguers and juniors can compete for the much sought-after places at the camp. Details in Sunday Press tomorrow, along with all the footy news from today's games. There's the Sydney Cup from Randwick, Kim Hughes' Rocky Future, the Sydney to Melbourne Marathon, and the Photo Finish Man. The sports, the people are in Sunday Press, out tomorrow.
On February the 15th, Lester Ellis captured the hearts of all Australians when he won the World Junior Lightweight Championship. Aussie pride is at stake on April 26, when Lester defends his World Championship at Festival Hall. The boy from Sunshine is determined that Rod Sequinen will not take the title to the Philippines. See the Master Blaster in the fight of his life. Book now at Bass Outlet. Lester Ellis needs your support at Festival Hall.
If you're not watching 7 National News, you're only getting half the picture. See all the major sports events with Australia's top commentators, weekends at 6. 7 National News. We give you more than just the score.
Right, let's check the results of the Richmond-St Kilda game now at the MCG, and Richmond kicking a mammoth score, 31-25 to the Saints 14-14. St Kilda's third consecutive defeat in excess of 100 points. Tomorrow, of course, don't forget the round will be completed at the Sydney Cricket Ground when the Sydney Swans take on Fitzroy. You'll see that live at 5 minutes past 2 straight after World of Sport. Can the Swans win their third successive match and get to the top of the ladder? Fitzroy have yet to beat them in Sydney. All right, it's time to go up to the sporting offices of the Sunday Press now, and once again for the latest footy stop press, we say a very good evening to the sporting editor, Scott Palmer.
Good evening, Peter. Welcome viewers again to the Sunday Press. What a hot day of football it really was today. Apart from the great match at Victoria Park, there are a couple of aggressive coaches out there. And isn't it great to see Rose versus Barassi again? They were haggling after the game on the Danny Hughes, Brian Taylor dust-ups. And there were about 3 or 4 of them in the goal square. Barassi said, "We're aggressive. We're not going to be picked on this year." And that doesn't mean the umpires are going to pick on us either. Bobby Rose defended his leading goal kicker, Taylor. He said, "You can only take so much in a match. He's not a coward. He's human and he has to look after himself." There were no reports and a great afternoon of footy. Melbourne was pleased with the Demons' fighting effort today and their courage, according to Barras. Rose said the Magpies generally played poorly, but he said the letdown will be good with the game against Essendon coming up next week. Richmond's full forward Michael Roach was reported for wasting time at the MCG, willfully wasting it in that he kicked the ball into the crowd. I saw it and I thought the booking was a bit frivolous. He looked like he was trying to kick a goal to me. The Saints went down by 113 points. That's a total deficit of 365 points in 3 games. Coach Graham Jelly said after the match, the team had hit rock bottom. We've lost the level of our ability and it'll take at least 6 weeks to get it back. Heavens. Paul Sproul told the Tigers to forget about the match today. It was too easy. I don't want them to be lulled in a false sense of security, said Sproul. The Saints have Crow now with a back injury and Mace with an Achilles tendon. The great John Kennedy has his young Kangaroos firing. He said the win over Carlton will give all the youngsters great experience. Persistency won it for us today, said Kanga, and it's vital that we keep it up. Keith Gregg has a knee injury after the match, but the North camp was really rejoicing tonight. Carlton fans left Princes Park in total disbelief. They were 16 points in front at the 29-minute mark. David Parkin said there were principles in the game, that if you followed them, you got a victory. Carlton didn't follow them today. He said the Blues sadly missed the cool-headed play of Bruce Dool in the last line of defence. Footscray Simon Beasley kicked 7 goals today and said the controversy over all that $100 million betting on football has been blown all out of proportion and he's nowhere near involved as a lot of people would like to think. He's even suggested that the state government come up with an idea to put bookmakers or betting facilities at league grounds. All that and the Bulldogs won at Geelong over Geelong too. Mickey Malthouse was pleased, but he said he won't be able to tell us how good the Bulldogs are until they meet either Hawthorn or Essendon. Geelong's Tom Hapey said the opposition had too many running players today. Tom doesn't say much after defeat, but he was very pleased that Jacko got 5 goals and finished pretty well with his injured knee. Back to you, Peter.
Right, thank you, Scotty, and full details of those reports in the Sunday Press out tomorrow. Don't forget the next match in the Foster's Cup comes up on Tuesday night on 7. It's from Football Park in Adelaide this time. Hawthorn play Port Adelaide. Under lights, 8:30. Hope you can join us for that one. We'll take a break. Back with our final replay after this.
The Dogs and the Cats meet up next on 7 Big League.
After a hard day's work, nothing beats a long, cold Carlton draft. And he'll tell you he likes the kind of life he leads, and he's glad that he was born. And he likes the taste of real draft beer when his time's his own. If he wants the taste of real draft beer, only Carlton draft comes anywhere near. There's nothing beats a long, cold Carlton draft.
Do you know how many home appliances National makes? Talk about lots of friends around the house. And I got to show them all to you in one commercial. All of them? Here goes. Like National does.
Tomorrow is Sunday Press Day, and in Sunday Press this week, we give junior footballers the chance to join Lethal Lee Matthews and other VFL stars at a holiday football camp. Little leaguers and juniors can compete for the much sought-after places at the camp. Details in Sunday Press tomorrow, along with all the footy news from today's games. There's the Sydney Cup from Randwick, Kim Hughes' Rocky Future, the Sydney to Melbourne Marathon, and the Photo Finish Man. The sports, the people are in Sunday Press, out tomorrow.
A man loved and admired by everyone. Everyone but the one person who really matters, his only son. Jack Lemmon is brilliant with Lee Remick and Robbie Benson in a hilarious, heartwarming Sunday movie premiere at 8:30. Tribute on 7.
And welcome back to 7's Big League. Well, the match chock full of interest this afternoon was the Geelong Footscray encounter at the Western Oval. It's a well-known football fact that when the Bulldogs are firing, their supporters come from underneath the woodwork, and they were certainly out in force this afternoon. Wins over Carlton and North Melbourne have given the young Footscray side their best start in many years, and even after they gave North a 44-point start at VFL Park last week. Geelong, unfortunately, already without Card and Turner, had to cover the losses of the suspended Tui and the injured Malarkey, Boss and Cleve, but they were able to name Neil, and for his first senior game, Kevin Ablett, brother of the sensational Gary. Tonight, our coverage begins at the start of the final quarter. Our commentators at the Western Oval are Sandy Roberts and Bob Skilton.
14 points the margin as we go into the final term here at the Western Oval. The question is, can the Cats come back? They'll be kicking into the breeze, and it's asking a lot of them from the centre bounce. It is Bruns who taps it towards the half-forward line. McLean has an area, but it doesn't matter. He's got backup support through the best man on the ground in Hawkins, who gives it to Foster. Foster up towards the half-forward line. Reid is there, can't complete the mark. Under plenty of pressure from Bamlett, but it's Reid who has the support. Finishes up with Mossop. Gets his kick just in time. A high ball. Flanagan's got to stand his ground. Just tries to push it down in front. Successful too. And here's an opportunity for the Cats. They go up towards that half-forward flank. The mark not taken. Egan waits behind. He's had a gutsy game so far. Gets the handball across the top, and McLean will get them out of trouble.
It's Michael McLean. Lovely pass. Finds McPherson. He hand passes on to Hawkins. He just casually gets out of trouble.
Great game.
He stayed on that side of the ground all day, and he has dictated terms. Punched away. Picked up by Bamlett. Good turn of speed. Shot towards goal. Offline. Bounces through for 1 point. So 1 point to Les Bamlett, and that's 3 points for the day. But a dangerous forward nonetheless. Zyklon up the centre of the ground. Reynoldston in the front. Yes, has been paid. So Steve Reynoldsson, centre half back for Geelong. Uncertain which way to go. Favouring the drop punt. Nice looking kick. Williams across. Couldn't take it. Again, Hawkins gives the ball across. And Wallace says, thank you very much. Bamlett in the front position. And the lead should well be extended after this goal. Because I believe after 3 behinds, Les Bamlett surely will kick truly. Well, you see Bamlett performing like he is, Sandy. It makes it hard to believe that Melbourne were keen to let him go.
It also makes you wonder what he is capable of. Here's the drop punt on its way. He hasn't let Bobby Skilton down. He hasn't let Footscray down. With a steady goal, an important goal in this game. They kick away. 16-11, plays 13-8 on 7's big lead.
Footscray obviously able to get something out of Les Bamlett, but Melbourne decided they could not.
The charge goes up for the Footscray fans. They're here in their thousands today. Holiday conditions. Hot weather. Centre bounce once again. Wallace will give it to his big ruckman Andrew Ferguson. He's been beaten, Bobby, hasn't he, in the middle, but he's tried hard all day and has got the free kick. To the half-forward, Beasley comes out. Can't complete the mark. Reynoldsson intercepted. O'Keefe tries to push it out wide. Does so. Leading is Bamlett. Can he get away from Bright? No. Bright shows persistence and strength as he surges that ball towards the line, and another throw-in to take place.
Still good play by Bamlett. 3 players to 1, and he was still able to keep the ball in the forward line. From the throwing. Groner-Wigan from behind. Mossop gets the tap down to Bruns. Bruns is the hand pass. Reynoldsson tackles, loses possession. Well picked up by Bolton, who shows a good turn of speed. Thought about the hand pass, elects to put the kick forward. Kicked out of the hands of Lindner by Cordy, and the umpire decides, no, he's not going to let it play on. He had blown the whistle, and you could not use the advantage rule under those circumstances. But it's Lindner with the kick. Centre of the ground. Off the side of the boot. Once again, the man of the match, Hawkins. The hand pass over the top to Neil Cordy. He's done a good job in curtailing the dangerous Gary Ablett. Groner-Wigan almost took the mark. It's tapped back. McPherson dummies beautifully, straightens up and goes forward.
Oh, damn.
Fans delighted.
The victory sign goes up from Steve McPherson, and well it may. A great goal as the Dogs go to 17-11. Getting on top of the Cats, 13-8 on 7's big lead.
Yes, lovely goal by McPherson. He's played the half-forward flank to perfection today, Sandy. Groenewegen quite able to get that one back, or did possibly. Purser gets it. It's picked up by Morgan. Morgan's kick. Almost kind of bad luck for Neil Cordy. And Gary Ablett, his opponent, straight in towards the open goal. And Gary Ablett brings up his 4th goal. And I say bad luck to Neil Cordy because he led to the ball, attacked the ball, and just got a bad bounce.
So still the Cats hang in there. 21 points now the margin, 17-11. Plays 14-8. Ablett has done his bit with 4 goals. Jackson has certainly done his bit. With a suspected knee injury, he's kicked 5. While for the Dogs, Simon Beasley has 4 and Steve McPherson 3. The centre bounce once again. Still the Footscray chant ringing in our ears. Just 5.5 minutes played in this final term. Can the Cats get another couple of quick goals and get back in? Here's the centre bounce. Moss up a fraction early, perhaps. The umpire said yes, and you infringed with Andrew Purser. So Purser wobbles one up towards the half-forward line. Bolton from behind, claiming it, but doing a Ron Biggs there. Bolton, the centre wing. Wallace can't take it. It's got backup support through forward. Shrugs the tackle of Neil, then goes in towards the pocket. Beasley comes out, and great spoil. Great spoil indeed. Sees that ball go over the line in front of a crowd of 23,259 people today.
Good defensive work by young Peter Zeitler on that occasion. But it's the centre throw in from the boundary line. Centre bounce on the line. Tapped down by Mossop. Well intercepted by Edmund. Zeitler almost threw that one down the front. Bolton picks the ball up well. Dangerous as he runs across the goal square, but he's got a good turn of speed. Hand passes forward. Picked up by Kevin Ablett. Ablett in towards the centre. Foster couldn't quite take the mark, gets good support. Pushing the back should have been paid to Wallace. Bruns comes out with the ball. Off the side of the boot, it's straight to Hughes, and Andrew Hughes. A couple of bounces around the centre wing. The hand pass to nobody. Hughes comes back again, but it's over the boundary line. So the throw in directly in front of our commentary position, centre wing. The sun in the eyes of Darren Flanagan. Purser gets the tap down to Daniel. His kick towards half forward at the back. The mark missed by Reid. Bandler trying to tap it out towards Edmund. Reid tackle, got the hand pass in. Reynoldsson does likewise to Bruns. The quick kick towards half forward, but it's all Footscray. They could have raffled it. Egan puts it wide. McPherson there again. Gets around. This is where he kicked his last goal from. Goes towards goal. Beasley! Right on the line. Simon Beasley, 4 goals to his credit. Will make it 5. And the score will be 119 to 92.
Dogs at the moment passing every test with flying colours.
27 points will be the margin once Simon Beasley brings up goal number 5, and that's exactly what has happened. 5 goals to Simon Beasley, and it's Footscray. 18-11, 119 with Geelong, 14-8, 92.
You can get it riding, you can get it sliding, you can feel it coming on about 4. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer, and the best cold beer is Vic. Vic Bitter. You can get it walking, you can get it talking, you can get it working a plow. Matter of fact, I got it now. Victoria Bitter.
This remote control has a place in tomorrow's TV. It's right here in this National Portable.
As you can see, this wardrobe was made by a professional hairdresser, and his AEG power tools, of course. AEG, professional tools now at handyman prices.
I've got these bloody beautifuls in peak condition for the Nissan Footy Marathon sale. Come in and put them through their paces. You'll score a great deal. The Nissan Prairie, $1,000 off. The Irvan window van, $1,000 off. And how about $1,000 off the Pulsar ET Turbo? And Bluebird, the sky's the limit. So come into the Nissan Footy Marathon sale. It's a great chance to score a great deal. Come on, fellas.
I think two of us are confused.
Pleasantly confused. These beauties have one thing in common.
Walter is married to, both of you.
Now to find Weird Walter for all his wives.
Agrarian nutritional consulting chemist.
Amidst all this bigamy, an intriguing case of poisoned oranges, laced with a little kidnap, and lots of action.
We're friends of Hilda's and Gloria's and Eva's. They all miss you like the dickens.
Simon and Simon, they're right there to liven up your Saturday tonight at 8:30 on 7.
Here's the bounce. Mossop and Purser. Won by Mossop. Thumped again by Mossop. Footscray, Geelong could almost ask for a count because they were just everywhere. McLean, Edmund. Still with Edmund. Onto the left foot, the pass. Bahaja, great play. Confident stuff now. The budgie is tucked in on the boundary line. He's contributed 2 goals and had 13 kicks. The drop punt towards goal, just veering ever so slightly across the face and one behind home. So his contribution has been 2 goals, 3 the budgie today. A bit off target at the moment. His side is in control. Flanagan, O'Keefe, McPherson, Daniels, smothered, Daniels again, anticipates, scored, great shepherding by McPherson, sees him clear, he fires up towards Beasley, he's got it! What a mark! What a great mark by Simon Beasley. As O'Keefe leaves the ground, Jeffries comes on. Ian Robinson saying to the Geelong boys, not a lot you can do about that, is there? Well, he did it from behind, Bobby.
Yes, but he read it well, Sandy. I don't think he had much chance of getting in front on that occasion. I know you like to have them in front, but with 3 Geelong players there. 6 goals for Simon Beasley. Certainly doing his job for the season.
Yes, the Beasley bonus is looking good at the moment.
Footscray fans absolutely delighted. 126 to 92. 34 points the margin in favour of the Bulldogs at the present moment. Paul Jeffries, who just came onto the ground, now on Beasley.
Fair task, isn't it, coming on to the last quarter. Let's see what he does.
Beasley is likely to have his tail up. Purser gets the tap. Picked up by Lenahan. Hand passes across to Kevin Ablett. He puts the torpedo punt kick towards centre-half forward. Taken away by McLean, who's played extremely well in his last term. McLean puts it wide. Daniel does well to leave the ball for Wallace. Try to tap it down to Daniel. Tapped on that time by Ford. Bahaja comes on the scene. Gives it across to Edmund. Edmund over the top. Brian Royal straightens up and it's through the centre once again. Royal brings up his first goal.
And good night, Geelong.
And as far as Geelong are concerned, the game is over. 14 goals, 8, 92 to Footscray, 20 goals, 12, 132.
5 goals thus far in the final term to Footscray.
Quarter time, we had a 3-point margin in favour of Geelong. 20 points Footscray at half time, 14 points at 3-quarter time, and it's 40 points thus far in the final term.
Centre bounce once again. What can the Cats do to stop this attack? The charge is up around the ground. This crowd of 27,000, predominantly Footscray supporters, ecstatic with their side's performance. Fisted back towards the centre to be taken by Flanagan, who powers a torpedo punt up towards half forward. No mark is taken. Lindner was waiting down. Jackson goes in, and with brute force, tries to get it out, but instead has enforced a bounce. Rarely have we seen it in Geelong's forward zone this term. Mossop fisted away, however. Williams could be first to this if it sits for him. It does, but he's under pressure, and through they come. Steaming from the half-back line. Steve Wallace puts it out towards Beasley! Great play. Great football. 9 marks, 6 goals to Simon Beasley. The win at his back, an excellent chance of making it 7. 50 metres out. Almost directly in front. Paul Jeffries, the man who's just come onto the ground, an enviable task he has. Beasley's kick, straight through the middle. All clear, says Ian Robertson. The goal umpire says thank you, and so too does Jimmy Evans. 21-12 to Geelong's 14-8 on 7 big lead.
Great final quarter by Footscray, in which they increased their lead from 14 points to a 65-point winning margin. And Bulldog fans certainly very, very happy tonight. Stats on the match, let's take a look at them now, and you'll see that Footscray on top in just about all departments, excepting handballs and hit-outs. In the goals this afternoon at the Western Oval, for the Bulldogs, Simon Beasley got another 7. McPherson got 4 and 3 each to Daniels and Edmund. And for Geelong, the Cats saw Mark Jackson get 5, Gary Ablett got 4, and Lenehan got 3.
Proudly brought to you by Mazda, makers of reliable commercial vehicles.
Let's start with the Demons and the Pies, just like the good old days. The first quarter, Taylor.
Wide, not a good kick, a chance for Melbourne. Withers to pick it up, he bounces on the ball.
Withers is having a great start to the season, shows good pace and goal.
Back towards the half.
Some good marks taken yesterday. Firstly, Abernethy.
He always does a lot of
now Cordner. There's some great play by Barham and Rains with Taylor in close.
Long trying to find Taylor. He's got the hit at the back. Up he goes. Ick's there. Oh, gets kicked.
Ick.
No free kick.
Collected by Cloak. And it's all in.
Oh, it's coming from everywhere. And Stephen Ick, I think, is at the bottom of that, is he, or is he out wider? He's just out, I think. Manson gets flung out of the pack. There could be some numbers taken here, Luke. Up the 4-4.
Wasn't exactly all in, but it was a big duel.
Oh, he's tapped it out to Richardson.
Hughes and Taylor.
It's a goal.
Taylor wins this one.
Richardson says, thanks very much. 30 and a half minutes gone in the quarter, and another wrestle.
Here they go again.
Somebody obviously didn't like the attention. And we've got another little bit of a dust-up, as I said earlier. It's a day when tempers can very easily become frayed. And it's on again, Hughes and Taylor.
Well, they had a field day down there.
Well, numbers would have to be taken there.
BT trying to get a drink, unable to do so.
The Australia Games at Festival Hall. So Taylor going for goal number 5. He'd have to fall over to miss it from there.
He doesn't miss it, and he lets Hughes know how to do it.
And the Brian Taylor act almost rivaling Jack.
Easy as you like, he says.
Well, he's trying to get Hughes in, and I think he's half done that too, Pete.
Let's have a look at some of the skills of the game.
Rebound from Fitch.
Robert Flower, firstly.
Flower shoots at goal. It's close. Maybe not close enough, or is it there? It is. It's a goal. Great goal, Robbie Flower. Knocked away
now
by
Peter Dacos.
Shark by Dacos. He does it well. Shrugs the tackle. White in pursuit. Dacos shoots at goal. It's close. It's just about there. Great shot. Gets past Jarrett.
Here's the dashing Ricky Barham again. On to Dacos.